If you create African folktale content, story videos, or any kind of narrative content, you are going to want to watch this one carefully. Today, I am walking you through how to generate a dialogue-based video script using AI, and I will show you 3 different ways to do it so you can pick what works best for you. I am on desktop for this tutorial, but do not worry. Everything I show you here works just as well on your phone. Before you open ChatGPT or any AI tool, the first thing you need to sort out is how long your story will be. This is something a lot of creators skip, and honestly, it causes problems later. Because if you do not tell the AI how long to write, it will just decide for itself, and you could end up with something too short or way too long. So here's what to do. Open your browser and search for Words to Time Calculator. Click the first result. The tool gives you 2 options. You can paste existing text to check its reading time, or you can scroll down and use the reference table to plan things out before you even start writing. The table gives you a full breakdown across a wide range of word counts. To give you a quick idea of how it works, at the default average speaking pace of 130 words per minute, 500 words gives you roughly 3 minutes and 51 seconds. 750 words comes in at about 5 minutes and 47 seconds. 1,000 words takes you to around 7 minutes and 42 seconds. And if you're going longer, 1,500 words gets you close to 11.5 minutes. The breakdown goes well beyond these numbers, so take your time, go through the table and plan for whatever length suits your content. For this tutorial, I am going with 750 words. That gives me a solid story at just under 6 minutes. Once you've settled on your number, that's the exact word count you'll drop into your script generation prompt, so the AI knows exactly how much to write. This step right here, I cannot skip over it, and honestly, it's one of the most important things I will show you today. A lot of us have a great story idea in our heads, but when we write it down, it comes out rough, grammatically off, or just unclear. And when you feed a messy idea to an AI, it gets confused and the script goes in a completely different direction from what you wanted. So before anything else, optimize your story idea first. Open ChatGPT or whichever AI tool you prefer and paste in your rough story idea alongside the Story Idea Optimizer prompt. What this prompt does is tell the AI to step in as a professional story consultant, clean up any errors, sharpen the characters, clarify the direction of the story, and hand you back one clean, well-structured paragraph that is ready to go straight into your script prompt. It will not write the full story yet, just the idea, polished and ready. Hit send and wait for the response. Once it comes back, copy the result and keep it somewhere handy. Everything from this point builds on that foundation. Now, open a brand new chat. Do not carry on in the same conversation you used to clean up the story idea. Start completely fresh. That way, the AI is fully focused on generating the script without any distraction from the previous chat. Go to your script generation prompt. I keep mine saved in Google Docs, so it is always easy to grab. Paste your optimized story idea into the story idea section. Choose your setting. I am going with modern day urban for this demo. Then copy the full prompt and paste it into the new chat and hit send. Now, let me quickly walk you through what this prompt is actually telling the AI to do. First, it sets the AI up as a master West African storyteller and scriptwriter. Then it gives it a clear set of instructions. Open the story with a strong hook that pulls the audience in immediately. Blend the narrator's voice naturally with character conversations. Build the story from beginning to conflict to resolution. Carry a clear moral lesson and close with a memorable final line. It also tells the AI the exact word count to hit, the setting to use, and how the dialogue should sound when spoken out loud for AI video and lip sync generation. I have put together a full prompt pack with all the templates from this tutorial, and it is completely free. Check the pinned comment to grab it. Here's what comes back. The story opens with the title, The Jewel of Confidence. You can keep that or replace it with your own. Then it moves straight into the opening scene, a busy town square full of life and energy, before the narrator steps in and sets the atmosphere. After the narrator establishes what's happening, the characters start speaking. The women in the crowd react to Sophie walking by. Clara, the supporting character, gets introduced by name because she plays a bigger role in the story. Sophie is the lead. Not every character needs a name, by the way. Background characters can simply be Woman 1 or Woman 2. That's perfectly normal in script writing. One important point for anyone working with free AI video tools. This format was designed with that in mind. Free platforms can handle this structure very well, even for stories up to 10 minutes. The narrator carries the storytelling and the characters come in at the key dramatic moments. That combination works well within what most free platforms can do, and it produces a genuinely engaging result for your audience. Now, let me show you a different style, what I call the Storytellers monologue script. And it is rooted in the griot tradition of West African storytelling. This is where one narrator tells the whole story and gives voice to every character along the way. No separate dialogue lines, just one powerful voice holding everything together. Open a fresh chat and paste your optimized story idea alongside the narrator prompt. The structure here is almost identical to the previous prompt, but the key difference is this. Instead of characters speaking on their own, the narrator quotes them directly within the narration. So instead of Clara getting her own dialogue line, the narrator might say, Clara looked into the mirror and whispered to herself, if only I had what she has. The narrator never steps aside. The characters live inside the narration. Hit send and see what comes back. What you get is a complete single voice script, and you will notice straight away that the formatting looks completely different from the narrative and dialogue version. No character name labels, no separate dialogue blocks, just one flowing, continuous narration from beginning to end. Here's what makes this format so powerful for voiceover generation. When you generate the audio, the narrator's tone and pitch will shift naturally whenever they give voice to a different character. Sophie sounds different from Clara, Clara sounds different from the women in the crowd. That variation keeps the narration feeling alive, emotionally engaging, and authentic. And that kind of genuine performance is exactly what keeps viewers watching. I also added a bonus prompt inside the full prompt pack that shows you how to format your narrator script so it gives voice to other characters naturally. And I have made a dedicated video on how to generate realistic voiceover for this script style using the updated Google AI Studio. Check the pinned comment for that tutorial. One more thing. When producing your visuals using AI tools, make sure you are adding camera movements throughout, zooms, cuts, angle changes. These small details show that there's real human creative input in the content, and that matters both for your audience and for the platforms you publish on. And now for the final approach, and this one is really exciting. I'm going to show you how to take your completed narrative script and convert it into a fully dialogue-based video script. No narrator, the whole story told purely through what the characters say and how they say it. Stay in the same chat that generated your narrative script. Paste the full story alongside the dialogue conversion prompt. Because the script is quite long, it may come through as an uploaded document. That is completely fine and will not affect the output at all. The prompt tells the AI to break the entire story down into scenes with clear headings, camera directions, and full character dialogue with tone notes. Hit send and give it a moment to process. Here is what you get. The script is now organized into clearly labeled scenes. Scene 1, Market Square, afternoon. Each one tells you exactly where the action is happening and at what time of day. Inside each scene, you have camera directions in brackets. These describe the environment, the character movements, the mood, and the visual details for each moment. They are never spoken out loud. They are purely there to guide your video production. Then you have the character names with their dialogue lines and delivery notes. Amina, whispering. Clara, determined. The stylist, warm and professional. The story flows naturally from the first scene all the way to the last. Before you start generating any visuals, read through the complete script first and make sure you understand the full story arc. Knowing where the story is going makes every production decision sharper and more intentional. If you are just getting into AI video storytelling, start with the full narrative voiceover format. It's the simplest to produce and most free tools handle it really well. Once you feel comfortable with that, move up to the narrative and dialogue format. And when you're ready to take things further, go for the full dialogue-based script. Each step up takes a bit more work to produce, but the result is a more cinematic, more immersive video that gives your audience a much richer experience. The full prompt pack with all 3 templates is completely free. Grab it from the pinned comment. And if this tutorial helped you, drop a like, share it with someone who creates story content, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.